Here, I am showing an example of playing the scenario Catherine's Charge from the Armageddon's Blade campaign with the same name, Armageddon's Blade. It is a medium-sized map with strong monsters. The starting bonus that you can choose from are 30 pikemen, 20 archers, or 8 griffins. I'm going with the archers here. I know that we start with a lot of units that will help us on this map. The default difficulty on this scenario is hard. We do not have the options to change this. We play as Castle and are going to use marksmen again to our advantage. Set them on the top slot and we do combat manually if needed. And by that I mean if the AI cannot do the battle without losing a lot of units. Catherine is in level 12 when we start the scenario, and she can level up to level 18. And she will carry over level and spells over to the next scenario in this campaign. I'm going to do this campaign as fast as I can and improvise into the gameplay. This will not be a 100% attempt run getting Catherine to level 18. I will focusing on visiting a magic university to make her learn basic wisdom as one of the remaining secondary skills that she can learn. She comes with advanced archery and advanced offense. When I level up, I will go for this. My marksman will benefit greatly with the extra damage. I start with 2 strong heroes in addition to Catherine. You will see me leave the other heroes standing around unless I need them to pick up resources or capture enemy dwellings in the early part of the game. Priority is to defeat all enemies, and there will be a lot of them in this scenario. On a previous playthrough, I found out that if I were able to reach a town before the AI could register my presence, they would not be ready for me the time I went to capture it. Other times, if I got too close, they managed to build up a lot and be ready for a fight the next day. I will be fighting Castle and Inferno factions in this scenario. There will also be a Conflux town that are the natural or neutral town, with a grey color that I will go and capture in addition to the Castle and Inferno towns. The Conflux town on the north is heavily guarded by air elementals and magma elementals. This fight was quite tricky on my first playthrough, but I successfully managed it. I would love to talk about spells for a moment. When a hero gets powerful, good spells that can be used outside of combat are Town Portal, Dimension Door, and Fly. When playing on a random generated map, View Earth and View Air becomes more viable than in the campaign, because the campaign maps are predetermined. I would say that it is okay to use what spells that is available in the campaigns, if it makes for interesting gameplay that do not contradict with the rules otherwise. Here is the rule set that I have come up with, and I will explain the reason why I have chosen them. First, start the map you want to do the run on, whether it's a campaign map or otherwise. I'm going to explain the system option settings on both the Shadow of Death as well as Horn of the Abyss. The Shadow of Death, hero speed, fastest. Enemy speed, do not show enemy movement. Map scroll speed, fast. Video quality, does not affect gameplay, though there are cinematics in the campaign. I tested out skipping through the cutscenes as fast as I could on both low and high video quality. I did not find a difference in how fast I could skip, so I have set mine on low. It is nice to have music in the background, so I have the music volume set to 5. It is nice to have some audio cues, so I would set the effects volume to max, which is 9. I have not seen any differences in lag when adjusting the music volume as well as the effects volume. I decided to turn move path to off. What this does when it is turned on is that it shows the trail of where your hero is supposed to go. The problem with this is that you must click twice on the spot you first clicked on for your hero to go there. Therefore, it will save you clicks if you have turned show move path off. I have turned show hero reminder to off. When a player ends their turn, they will be asked to confirm to end the turn. Having this set to off, it will save the player the time of clicking yes and proceed to end the turn. The quick combat is turned on. Some of the functions of the quick combat in the HD mod has been changed so that you get the choice to play out the battle. Without the HD mod, you had only the option to apply the results that the AI played out. Video subtitles does not affect how fast you can skip through the cutscenes. I also went through and tested skipping through cutscenes with and without subtitles and found no difference. I have put video subtitles to off. Town building outlines are when the cursor is over any accessible building, will display an outline. I found no difference in the lag when turning building outlines off in the gameplay when inside a town, though I turn it off. Show object messages I have turned off. What it does is showing a message tab when interacting with an object on the adventure map. In the HD mod, when turned off, you get the message without having to accept the message by clicking. Now that we have some ground rules that could eliminate factors that can make the experience and gameplay uneven, we can focusing on optimizing our gameplay. Since we play on a PC and not a Sega Dreamcast, yes, you could get Heroes 3 for Dreamcast back in the day. We have a mouse and keyboard. It would be smart to have a keyboard that you can practice on, as well as a mouse with a speed setting in Windows that you prefer. Deactivate mouse precision and check mouse speed to be around 5. The reason why I deactivate mouse precision is because it gives the opposite effect of what we want when playing Heroes 3. The distance your mouse cursor must travel from one part of the screen to another needs to be without disturbances as much as possible. When having the Windows 10 mouse precision on, it will accelerate the movement of the mouse. This setting makes it very hard to calculate your mouse's traveling distance because it adds another variable to it. It could be a good idea to deactivate the Windows key because Alt, Shift and Control together adds hotkey combinations, and the Windows key are next to it. Since speedrunning demands a lot of fast movements, make sure you have enough space around you to move your mouse properly. Now, when your settings and equipment are checked through, you are ready to start speedrunning. Furthermore, we are in total looking for ways to make the game less disruptive, easier to have control over while playing, and to make it fun for an audience to watch. I feel that the Heroes 3 HD mod makes an extension over for the player to make for decisions that can reflect smart move choices. It also does not conflict with what Heroes of Might and Magic 3 was before its release. I would not say that the HD mod has made it any less or any added to it that takes away what made the game unique or special. You could play the vanilla Heroes 3 as well as with the HD mod and not take away the magic that was there in the first place. I would like to mention that I like the possibility to use the hotkeys like Ctrl, Alt, Shift, Click, shortcut to transfer all units except one over to another. I do it in this run and I see it as a neat way to save time, to say the least. A differentiation in the gameplay to keep in mind would be between Heroes 3, The Shadow of Death and Horn of the Abyss, since they have some differences in the settings which make HOTA faster of gameplay than SOD.